Hey guys, it's Chris with the Dabbler's Den. I'm back with another hammock review. This one is from a company called NCal Outfitters. I'm really excited about this one. Potentially redefining the budget hammock world. I know that can be kind of daunting. There's a lot of options out there, so let me help you narrow those options down to a few. This one, it kind of stands above the rest, and we'll get into that in just a minute. Thanks for watching the Dabbler's Den. All right, guys, so this again is the double hammock by NCal Outfitters. I'm going to get a little more into the company itself, NCal Outfitters. They have a really neat story, and you know, for a lot of the hammock companies that are out on Amazon right now, that's what's selling their hammocks is their marketing and their backstory. So I do want to get into that in a little bit here in a few minutes, but let's get right into the hammock. Like most of my videos, this is exactly how it comes. You know, when I took it out of the box, I haven't even opened it up yet. So this is how it comes. There are a few tags here. One shows you how to set up the hammock, and the other one is how to use their suspension system, which actually sets this hammock apart from a lot of the rest. This hammock comes with a cinch buckle system, not one of the daisy chain systems that I showed you before. You know, the daisy chains is basically a strap with a bunch of loops in it, and you pick a loop to hang your hammock. These cinch buckle systems, as I'll show you in a minute, are an upgrade to that. You know, there are a lot of options to use it. So just that alone is kind of a neat upgrade. So I'll get more into pricing in just a minute, but you know, that is a plus. So this is how it comes. It does have, you know, this cord here to kind of carry it. That's kind of a neat function. It does help, you know, keep the hammock closed. And let's go and open it up and see what's inside. All right, so the first thing that I got to was they call these the Grizzly Straps. This is their cinch buckle tree strap system that comes with the hammock. You don't have to order it separately. They do sell this separately, but you don't have to order it separately when you order one of their hammocks. By the way, they also do sell a single hammock. This one's a double hammock. So anyways, it comes in its own sack. You obviously don't need to use the sack. You can use it for something else, but it is cool that they do include it. And I'm gonna go ahead and take these out. I'm not gonna unwrap them yet, but I wanna show you what they look like. All right, there's two straps. They're each 11 feet long, so that's kind of cool. So these, by the way, are reflective. The stitching on the inside is reflective, so if you're out at night, out in the middle of the woods at night, which I've been there before, and trying to find your hammock, you know, having something that's reflective like this, where it's just, you know, your flashlight will shine it right back to you. Kind of a cool feature that's included in with the straps, so you don't even pay anything extra for them, so that's kind of neat. Very simple to use, very adjustable. Again, it's a big upgrade to the, you know, first of all, the daisy chains are an upgrade to the paracord that a lot of companies sell. Some companies don't sell straps at all with their hammocks. E&O, you have to buy, you know, an E&O hammock costs around $80. Then you have to pay another $30 for their straps, their Atlas straps, which I do own a pair of the Atlas straps. I don't own an E&O hammock. So, you know, as far as price, you know, this hammock comes with the straps. That already sets it apart from most of the hammocks that you're gonna buy online. And then it comes with the cinch buckle straps, which puts it, you know, way above all of the other hammocks that are selling the daisy chains with their hammocks. So these guys are really putting together a quality, you know, right out of the box, turnkey system to get you hanging. So I really like that. Hey, that's it. As you can see, the buckle itself, or the actual strap itself, is 11 feet long, so you can wrap that around just about any tree that you have around, as long as you have the right distance between the trees for your hammock. So this is perfect. I mean, this is a great system for setting up a hammock. By the way, the straps are designed, or at least they're rated to hold up to 500 pounds each. The company has actually had these tested, and they said they've had it well over 1,000 pounds, but to be on the safe side, they divided that in half. So for 500 pounds each, that's going to hold up just about anybody that would ever want to ever get into a hammock. So that's also a good plus. All right, so now back to the hammock itself. One of the other features that really sets this hammock apart from all of the rest is their stuff sack itself. As you've seen, if you've done any research for a hammock, the stuff sack is always focused right in the center of the hammock. And that's I mean, I can understand why they would do that. You know, you can hang the hammock any way you want, and it's always gonna be in the middle every time. Plus you have half the hammock in this, that, and the other. But these guys actually have a patent pending on the location of the stuff sack. They actually have it located more towards one end of the hammock, and that's brilliant. It's actually a really great idea. Basically, you know, the setting up is all going to be done in one easy step. So I have seen some more higher quality hammocks that do something like this, where they have a stuff sack at the very end, and you just kind of stuff everything together. This is kind of where they're going with it, but they sewed it right into the hammock itself, just kind of slid it up the hammock to make it much easier to hang. So let's go ahead and show you how that works. When it comes to hanging the hammock, there is a loop at the end of this suspension strap, and you're just going to hook your carabiner right into that loop. Just like that, and I'm going to go and pull it through. Okay, so obviously that's a little too low. I'm gonna go ahead and adjust it from both sides to get it to the height that I want it. And that's it. Okay, so it's hung. The hammock is hung. All right, just a closer look at their buckle system. You know, very sturdy. This thing holds up a lot of weight. I think I mentioned 500 pounds. The straps themselves will hold up to 400 pounds. But as I mentioned earlier, the owner told me that you know, they had it well over 1,000 pounds, but to be on the safe side, they put 400 pounds here. So anyways, when it comes to these buckles, if you want to tighten the hammock, all you have to do is pull on this strap, the bottom strap, and it will tighten, cinch the hammock up tighter. If you want to loosen it, you just back it off in the other direction. And that is it. Another thing I like about the cinch buckle system is if you're ever stuck in the rain, if it's raining on you, water oftentimes will run off of your tree, down your straps, right into your hammock. Unless you have a catch, unless you have something to allow the water to run down before it gets to your hammock. And that's what these buckles can do for you. You know, as the water's traveling down the strap, it'll hit this buckle and then just drip off at the buckle and never actually reach your hammock, keeping you dry. Okay, so now that I have it exactly where I want, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a quick hang and show you how that works. All right, so you can see how that cinch buckle system works. Again, it's a huge upgrade to some of the other budget hammocks out there. Now, speaking of budget, when it comes to hammocks, they're kind of like three tiers to what you can get. Obviously, the top tier is going to be our cottage vendors. These are people that are, you know, mom and pops here in the United States. They'll build you a hammock. You know, they basically having something custom made for yourself. You're obviously going to pay a higher price for that, and you know, well deserved. You know, it should be. If you have, you know, mom and pop building you hammocks in their kitchen, then yeah, you know, I would pay more for that. You know, the bottom tier is going to be your budget hammocks. It's going to be your ultra budget hammocks. These are the ones that you know, you could pick up on Amazon for between, you know, $10 to $30 really. You know, anything under $30 I would consider to be an you know, ultra budget. Anything under $50 I would consider a budget hammock, and that's right where this hammock falls in. The hammock itself, with the cinch buckle system, with the patent pending design for the stuff sack, which is, you know, it's right behind my head right there, which I like because, you know, if you have a water bottle or something like that, it's up here by your head instead of having to search for it down below. So that's kind of a neat feature as well. All of that right now on Amazon you can get for around $45. So I'm sorry, you can get it for under $40. So I think right now it's 39 something. So you know, a great deal. I mentioned earlier that an E&O hammock right now on Amazon was going for $70, plus you needed to buy the tree straps, the daisy chain tree straps, and that puts that in at around $100. And you know, we're talking you know, much, you know, $30-$40 less. So this is a great deal. Same size hammock as an E&O. You know, basically, you know, everything's the same as far as dimensions, but the huge upgrade in the tree straps, the suspension system, the unique design for the stuff sack, all again are going to put this hammock above most of the rest that you're going to find on Amazon. So my hat's off to the company. Speaking of the company, kind of a neat story. You know, that's what sells hammocks these days, is a backstory. Just a couple examples out there, you know, Bear Butt Design. There's a couple others that, you know, are selling the same exact hammocks, but they're selling their story to go with it, and that's what's making them successful. So this company, NCal, you have a father and son, you know, father and son team. The dad, Stan, he's an engineer, you know, basically a lifelong engineer. Spent 30 years in the field. His son went to college for business, and they both had a huge love for the outdoors. And you know, the son, David, he decided, hey, you know, I want to make this my business. You know, let's turn our love for the outdoors into a business, and that's what they did. You know, Stan, the dad, you know, fully supported it, and they're off and running now. NCal, they were based out of Northern California, have recently moved up to the Portland, Oregon area, so they're still representing the Northwest, and they're really looking to expand their business within the next year. So my hat's off to them. I really wish them a lot of luck. And again, you guys should definitely check out this hammock. Just as comfortable as any other hammock I've laid in, but it definitely has some huge bonuses that come with the hammock itself to kind of set these guys apart. So look them up. You won't be sorry. And hey, thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching this snapshot of one of my life's many adventures. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, feel free to share it, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This channel is a work in progress, so I would appreciate constructive feedback and suggestions in the comments below. Once again, I'm Chris Cottrell. You've been watching The Dabbler's Den, and bottom line, YouTubers, just get out there and do something.